I think no. Okay. So guys, I will put on okay. Are you see the questions? Yeah, okay. So we will discuss about the workplace environment and how do you see? How do you see? It's an important subject about the work, but it's sometimes it is difficult to understand how to promote a healthy environment. Okay, so we will discuss. But first of all, I would like to introduce myself, and after you will do the same. Okay. So my name is Vanessa. I was born and living in São Paulo. I'm 46 years old, and I have worked for a long time in a procurement department in big companies. I am married, have a son, a stepdaughter, and in my free time, I love to travel and sometimes make my all natural cosmetics. Today is a day that I will try to do some soaps, natural soaps. Let's see if I remember, because I take a time that the last time that I produce something, and but I love. And you, Natalia, how are you doing?
Hello, everyone. My name is Natalia. I'm from Minas Gerais, Uberaba. So I work in university here, my city, UFTM. And I've been in that place about 15 years now. I live with my parents. I have a cat. In my free time, I enjoy to spend time here with you guys on Talk and Talk, especially on Sundays. I love to be here on Sundays. That's all.
Thank you so much. I miss you in the last Sunday.
Oh, I miss you too.
So Ellen.
Good morning, guys. My name is Ellen. I'm 35 years old. I live in Cubatão, Baixada Santista, with my parents too, like Natalia. And I have worked at foreign trade, comércio exterior. And now I am looking for a job in this area because I am an employee since February this year. And I like joining to you guys in Talk and Talk because it's a huge and great community that we can practice and learn more English. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Luis?
Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Luis. I have 29. I'm living in a city called Martim Campos. It's a small city in the countryside of Minas Gerais state. I've been working with IT, specifically with cybersecurity, and I like to practice English. I like to ride a bike. I like to play soccer, and that's it. It's a pleasure to be here to talk in English, to share our ideas, and that's it.
Thank you, thank you. Daiane?
Hello, good morning. My name is Daiane. I'm 39 years old. I live in Videira, Santa Catarina. I'm married. I have 2 kids. I work in IT area, like Luis, but in solution services. I think that's it.
Okay, thank you so much. And Fabio?
Hi everyone, my name is Fabio. I am from Goiás, but I was born and raised I was raised I live in São Paulo almost all my life. And now I'm not working, but I'm searching for a job. I like to play online games in my free time, spend some time with my dog, with my family. And this is my second
Immersion?
immersion in Monday, and I am liking to study in weekend. That's it.
Okay, welcome. Well, so we will start with the question number 1. What does a good work environment look like to you? Natalia, can you start, please?
Sure. Well, I think it's a place that is encourage the employees to talk about the ambitions, to listen to their ideas. And what else? I mean, this is one of the aspects, but I think the workplace is something that you need to consider too. For example, if the place have good illumination, if it's in a nice place, don't have so much noise. I have this experience last year. I worked in 2 places. One was totally closed and the other was open, and I noticed the difference, in my production. So basically it's this, a place where you feel, for me, I have a parameter for this. If it's Sunday night and you are not, sad about start the weekend, probably it's a good environment.
Yeah. I suffered this in my last job. My gosh. In the end of the journey, I suffer a lot about it. And it's terrible, this feelings. Oh my gosh. And you, Luis, what is your opinion?
Well, I think that a good place could be where I can concentrate to do my job. I can put focus on the tasks, for example. A good place is a place that everyone could share their ideas, all right, with clear communication, loud and clear communication, all right. When we can work together, I can help and be helped for everyone, and that's it.
Okay, Suelen?
I agree totally with you guys, Talia, Nessa, Luis. I think a good environment at work for me can be a place that we can share ideas, like you said too. Especially for me, I don't like pressure at the work. Do something until, I don't know, 1 hour, for example. For me, especially for me, I not feel that a good place for me to work. So a job that you can do your tasks, because we are an adult, we have responsibility to do the things. So I think the chief, how can I say this, trust you, can trust you, that you do the thing. So that's it, more or less.
Okay. What's your area or department that you're looking for the job?
Comércio exterior, foreign trade.
Okay, foreign trade. Okay, but it's almost impossible to do the work without pressure in this area, no? Yeah, I know a
lot of-
little.
A lot of pressure, and some people don't trust of the job that you do. So that's a little hard, and a lot of things. All of the things are urgent, so it's a little complicated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We need to lead with this, deal with this. Okay, Fabio.
Well, I totally agree with Luis. A good environment, workplace environment is where when when you put focus on your tasks, because I have worked at a place where people are so loud and don't respect your moment, your silent moment, even you asking for silence, and this is so important to you being focused, and of course where you can be yourself, sharing your opinion without judgment, and I don't know, these things, and of course material things, a good chair, good window, etc.
Yeah. Okay. And you, Daiane?
I agree with what colleagues have said, and I believe it should be an environment where you feel good, and now with working from home, it makes it even for more enjoyable and productive, I think.
Yeah. It's a polemic theme, subject in this moment, because some companies ask your employees to return and personal activities, but in person. Sorry, but the majority doesn't want to do that, and but no one told us about the equality treatment between the team. But for me it's the most important, because I hate when someone is treating different about the others. For me, it's terrible. I think that's not fair, and for the good and the bad moments. So for me, it's terrible when we understand that I don't have the same treatment, or another people surround me doesn't have the same treatment. For me, it's terrible and unacceptable. For me, I hate this. Luis, can you answer the number 2, please?
Okay, let's go. what areas do you think we as an organization can improve upon? Well, I don't know if I got exactly the question.
Oh,
Well,
depends on the company, but for example, improve the AI department that can share or can take care for the people, this kind of thing.
well, let's go. Could be something that what I can do to improve my environment, something like this, or because in my job, for example, I try to improve the quality of the environment with communication. For me, it's a very important subject. We need to be clear on what we are doing, not to check if someone are working or not, but checking if someone need help or if I will need help, something like this, for example. Nowadays, I have new members on the team, and they don't have yet experience on the area. And I try to share my experience, all right? Try to study this, try to develop this, or even I try to share my experience. Oh, I've been doing this because, all right, something like this. I try to improve the quality of the environment that I'm doing. All right, something like this with communication. For me, it's very important. It's something like soft skills, because the hard skills, of course, that everyone will improve. We will learn hard skills in any kind of way, but soft skills is very important too for me. Communication, for example, it's a tool to improve this.
Yeah, it's a very, very important area to improve all the time, for frequently. Suelen, the same question, please.
I agree again with Luis. I think we can improve our environment at work, like he has said, with good communication and honest communication too, because if I am not clear enough, I think I had to talk in another form to in order to make more clear. And I don't like I don't know how can I say in English, but I don't whatever. I don't like fight. I don't like fight in at the job. If someone doesn't think equal me, I will try understand her or his point of view, and I will try to how can I say in English? I forgot the word. Chegar em consenso. In order to avoid fight, because I think all of us at the job, we can share good experiences, and like we have said, we can share learning in other jobs. I don't know. So I think that's it. We always can help each other.
Yeah, it is. And you, Fabio?
Once again, I totally agree with Luis. Intercommunication is an area so important in companies, because when you don't speak correctly, you can misunderstanding and I don't know, have any issues, any problems with that. And I was a communication student some years ago, and I know the importance of communication to all of us, to company, to everything. I think it's an area we always need to improve to get the best communication with all.
Okay. Diane, the next question, please. Number 3. What one word would you use to describe our work culture? Or your?
Okay, I don't know. I think it is work culture about pressure for results or performance. I think it's important. That's it.
But in your company, it is? It's,
Yes.
Okay. And you, Natalia? In your university, what's the best word to
I think
describe?
I can say here because we're on YouTube. The word that I would like to say about my company, but if I can say something about Brazilian culture, I would say hardworking. I think Brazilian people are known to being hardworking people. And I was talking about this other day with a friend of mine, that we were talking the difference between America, European culture, and Brazilian culture. I think here in Brazil, we work harder as American, but we don't have the same, how can I say? We don't earn the same money as American people does, you know? I think we work so hard and don't have the same value. So, for example, European people, they appreciate much more the lifestyle than American people. But you know, I think they don't, I wouldn't say they don't work harder, but they balance it more, their lifestyle. But in Brazil, you need to work so hard and you don't have this other time to manage other areas of your life. I would say this. I think Brazilian culture is like hardworking. And
Yeah.
maybe if you're not
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, it is. And we have more flexibility to do the things. I think that's the difference, because, for example, when you work with American or European too, more than once, I listened. The boss told me, Vanessa, if you need to aggregate another job, another task, you need to I don't know the word. Let me see. To remove another one. So in the parking lot, he works with parking lot and the to-do list. If you need to put one more, he told me that I need to remove another. But here in Brazil, it's impossible. You only aggregate more and more and more tasks, never remove, never subtract the tasks. And you used to do that. And in the end of the day, we get, but it's not a good way to work, because it's a lot of tasks, a lot of pressure, and you can develop some issue or some willingness. It's not a good way to do the job, but unfortunately it is. Okay, Swelling, the number 4, what do you think is the organization's biggest strength in general?
In general, I think nowadays can be when organizations hire different kinds of people, because we have to prioritize different kinds of people that has different ability. I don't know if I am clear enough.
Yeah, it's a work with a diversity.
Diversity, yes, thanks for the word, diversity. I think it's necessary in all of the areas, because we have to, in my opinion, we have to learn to how can we treat the people that has some disability. I don't know if I. So I think that's it. One of the points.
Okay. And for you, Daiane?
Okay. About question 5? Yes?
4.
4. Okay.
4.
In the case of the company I work, where it would be training and development. Nossa, difícil falar.
Development.
Yes. Of employees at the beginning of their careers. Is it very important?
They do that?
Yes.
It's very, very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very, very good. Yeah. It's not all the companies that do that.
Yes.
Unfortunately. Yeah. And for you, Luis?
I agree with Suel and Diane. They bring a smart point about diversity in training, because it's very important for an organization. They support all those things to work together. Sometimes I think that we don't see a lot of diversity on the organization, but it's a very important point. Any kind of diversity, when we mix new and more experienced professionals, the more experienced teach to the new workers, and this is very important to share the experience. All right.
Yeah, it's very, very important. Fabio, the question number 5, please. What quality have you seen in a colleague that you'd like to nurture in yourself?
Wait a minute. I don't know. Well, I think some people have the good naturally skilled, naturally speak good, you know. I think I am the person who thinks twice, 3 times when I need to speak, but some people have the naturally gift to speak good in one time.
Mhm.
And I think it's so good because normalmente that people have a sense of oh my gosh,
Confidence.
yes, confidence and I don't know how to say empathy and respect, and it's a good person to talk,
Mhm.
and you know that people know what they're talking.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's important. Yeah. Natalia, and you?
I was thinking about this question, but I would say that I think one of my colleagues that have a quality that I would like to have or even improve would be not get so involved in gossips, in the company.
Eh,
You know, like it's not be friendly with your colleagues. It's more to not get so involved. Be polite with everyone, but don't have so many informations about your personal life. I I am a public servant since I am 20, so this is still my first job. And so I don't know how is in the other side, I know the side of public servants, and I would say that is not a healthy environment sometimes. People could be really, really vicious. And I learned
uh,
the worst way because I was so naive when I entered the public servant, and I tell all my life because at the beginning people pretend to be your friends. So this is
uh-huh.
I still learn after 15 years. I'm still learning to be more reserved. And there is just one friend in my work that is totally, we don't know anything about her life. And I think I should be like this.
Yeah. But gossip there are in all the companies. It's I think that's about the nature about the human being. It's impossible, but I think that more important, it's not to be involved a lot in this kind of environment, because this can affect the environment totally, and you feel bad without guilt or without reason, because it's much more about this kind of environment that we created with gossip. But it's impossible to eliminate it, but it's important only to avoid. But it's natural, unfortunately. Natalia, too. How do you see the work you do having an impact on organization goals?
Oh, this one is tricky because that's something that I'm suffering right now. Sometimes I don't feel so useful in my organization, but because I just work as a secretary there, so it is sometimes I don't see my own importance in my organization. But I would say that I help a lot the students. Since I work in university, the goal is to create good professionals, and the students, they need the subjects, they need the disciplines, and I help them in that,
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe I've been like unfair with me myself. It's just the way that I see myself. I think I put a lot of pressure on me. But I would say I help in that point to be the more empathic side, of the university, since the students sometimes go until where I am and talk about their problems. And I think that part.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, in the end of the semester, they need to choose a person to do servidor homenageado. And they always choose. So
Ah,
I think I'm collaborating anyway.
and you think that you are not important.
Yeah, sometimes I think like this, Vanessa.
No, come on.
It's therapy.
Because I think that mainly the students need the support and need a lot, and probably they will remember you for a long time as a person that help them in a critical moment, in the important moment. So it's a great way to be remembered. I think that's very important to do that, and your position or your I don't know how can I say figure. It's very important in this kind of environment, in the student environment, and I think that's important too.
It's more because, since I graduated in law, I was expecting to work with this, and this is something that is pretty common to see in the public servants, people that are graduating in, for example, law, but now you're working in those areas that don't challenge us that much, and sometimes I think it's something really common to expect.
Yeah. But this is another problem. This is a problem that you can solve with yourself, that you can continue in the public service or try another kind of public service in law area, but it doesn't matter if doesn't matter. It's not if you're not important in your current job. I think that is. And you, Luis?
Well, this is a hard question, all right? Because how can I measure my job, all right? I've been doing this with the daily tasks, with my ability to deal that are improving with all those years, but sometimes we don't have the feeling that we are being productive. This can happen. I think that this can happen with everyone, but we are, all right? We are doing a lot of tasks. We are helping other people. When I share my experience, when I learn something with other workers or friends, and I can share with this. In security information, for example, it's very important to communicate well. We can put a lot of the best tools to protect the environment, to protect your device, but we need to make this clear. We need to communicate well, because all the best tools won't be able to deal with the person who shared the password. All right. I need to talk with my family, for example, to my father and my mother. Oh, if someone call from the bank, please don't share your password. I can put the best antivirus in the cell phone of my mother or my father. We can use the best tools, but we need to communicate well. It's a process, all right? It's not a product. I can't buy security information and say, oh, I'm well protected. It's a process that we need to improve. We need to all talk, and that's it. This is a way that I think I can measure my work too. It's not something that you quantify all right, but
Mhm,
it's a
mhm.
good point too.
Yeah, it is. Fabio, remember your last job and answer the question 8, please. How can your manager be better leader?
Yes, some weeks ago I have an immersion that this is the subject, and I think great leader, it's someone who can listen and talking with empathy, um, understand your needs, and make a uh, safe environment, um, someone who supports you in your job, or things that is not your job, and mostly who listen and talk with empathy. I think is the most important.
Yeah, it is. And the old swelling, I see.
Think
The
Fabio-
same question, please.
I think Fabio has said all the things that I agree. So I agree with Fabio. The good leader need sorry, the good leader to improve the environment at the job. I think he or she would be a good leader when have empathy, like Fabio said, when he or she listen the collaborador, I don't know, and
The members of the
members
team.
of the team and help them to achieve the goals. And how can I say, identify the soft skills that one of them has and the other don't have, so can manage the task for the right people to do. I don't know if you agree with me. I think that I think there is a lot of characteristics that a good leader has to. So I think that's it, more or less.
Okay. Another one for you. How does your manager recognize or highlight employees' work?
For me,
Yeah. The number 9.
recognize or highlight employees' work, recognize their achievements. That's it.
How does your manager recognize your goals, your achievement, the best way that the employees work, the best ways of your employees is doing the activities?
I think like Luis, Fabio have said, the communication, it's the way to recognize that member of the team had do the good thing, achieve the goal. I think in feedback, we can determine that the member of the team achieve the goals or need to more help, more developing themselves in order to achieve the goal. I think the communication is the base.
Mm-hmm.
Is the base.
Okay. Okay. And you, Natalia?
The same question, nine.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So in my case, I think there is like, I don't know how to say it in English, as funções comissionadas. So if someone is a good worker, maybe the manager, the leader can offer, this.
Mm.
I think it's more like this there.
It's like a bonus or this kind of thing.
It's more like, for example, when they change, because inside the university you have these proreitorias, so the dean, the reitor, he can invited some people to work with them in these leader positions, and those leaders can choose, the public servants that they think that are good to work with them. So I think I can imagine, because as a public service, I think it's different, some areas. I would say that is the way that I see or just say congrats for your good work. We don't have things like employee of month or things like awards, awards.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Luis, what does a successful project look like to you?
Well, successful project, I think that is a project that works well with the prerequisites. I don't know how to say exactly. Works well with, in my area, for example, we need to have an availability of the systems, all right? And we have good practices to set up on the clients, on the new clients, all right, something like this. A project, or because my job is, it's in part projects made by projects and part made by support client requests. All right. In support client requests, I have the service level agreement. This is a basic time that I need to solve the problem. All right. It's something that the client put on contract. And that's it. I need to do the tasks inside this time. All right. I need to do this service level agreement. I need to solve the problems in this time. And the other part is the project. Then I need to study, I need to understand what the client wants and to put this in practice. All right. Something like this. This is a part of, and a successful is when we have a good SLA, service level agreement, and when we can do the project like the client wants, all right?
Yeah.
Or something according, all right?
Okay. And the prerequisitos, it is prerequisites. It's the same. It's almost the same. Yes, it's almost the same. Prerequisites. It is. And Fabio, the question number 11. Give us a recent example of when you felt pride in your work or in the organization.
It's so difficult to me.
Why?
Because what I want to talk is not a good example to be recorded on YouTube, because
Gosh, forget the YouTube. It's no.
Well, I'm not working the name of company, but
Yeah.
I will say, when I was fired, I sent an email tell to everyone on company some situations that is not good, isn't good in company, that happens all the time since I was started working there. And some days ago, one person who contribute to environment is not good, isn't good for everyone, and have and so many people have said they uh, oh my gosh, experience with this person on LinkedIn, on NPS in company. And because of my email, some days ago, this person was fired too. So I think I made a good for people who stay in company. It's not like it's revenge. No, I when I wrote that email is was thinking in the best for everyone. I used to say, when I not speak anymore about company, is when I don't care so much. When now I'm speaking because I'm care with this company. I like to this company. I like to be here. I like to do what I did, and that's it.
Okay, and the truth need to be said. It
Yes.
is. Okay.
Yes, and I felt so proud of mine, because I don't said names, I don't said funções. I wrote an email without expor ninguém, né? Assim,
Okay. Yeah.
politely.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes it's necessary to do something like that.
Yes.
It's to help. It's not only to
Isn't easy, but necessary sometimes.
yeah, it is. Okay, guys, our time is over. I would like to thank you for your time and your contribution here. And I would like to invite you to share in the next Sunday with another subject that I don't know. If you have an idea, please tell me, because sometimes it's difficult to think about about the subjects. And I would like to see you again. Okay. And if you can answer the survey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.